Good afternoon, everyone. This is Mary with Kidneys, and we are back. It's been a while, but we are here. So, first and foremost, I'd like for you all to hit on that down arrow. That is our medical disclaimer, just letting you all know that we're coming from our perspective and our point of view. And so, please consult with your physicians or your doctors as far as any medical advice or any issue that you have. So, um, yeah, it's been a while. We wanted to come on today. We wanted to let you all know that we are still here. But we've been really busy as far as with working, especially my wife working. Uh, I've been doing a lot of patient advocate events. My wife is in ministry, so it's just been we've been really busy.
I
So
missed everybody
yeah,
though so
yeah,
much.
yeah. So we've been having a really hard time, being able to just sit down and have this moment to do this. So, but during my patient advocate events, I got asked the question quite a bit because I've been able to do quite a few of them, and been blessed to go all over the United States. I've been over
You
in
better travel,
Baltimore,
boy.
Philly, New Jersey, some everywhere. So it's been a blessing for me to be able to help people and encourage people and just tell them about home dialysis, a
Hmm.
different modality, to give them another perspective as far as living on dialysis instead of being in the center. So it's been really good. And one of the main questions that I got asked was about traveling. So
Mm,
that's something me and my wife wanted to talk about today.
that's a big one.
Yeah.
You can still go anywhere you desire, but you have to plan way ahead of time. I'm thinking like maybe like 3 months. Give your center, if you are in center, give them a lot of time to contact another center wherever you will be traveling to. So that way, if you are doing your dialysis in center, they'll make accommodations for you and let you know the day that you need to go have your treatment done. With us, we could take our machine anywhere, so we also have to contact the center where we were trained to do home dialysis so we can get the proper luggage to carry our machine in, and then also give them a good amount of time to accommodate us with supplies that we need to have if we're flying. They will have that taken care for you, and your supplies should be in your hotel room when you make it to your destination.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to give them adamant amount of time to get everything accommodated for you, so that way when you make it to your destination, you will have your supplies in your hotel room. The luggage is very secure. You can take your machine with you, but you cannot take your pure flow. You can't take the big bottom half of your machine like you have at home if you do home dialysis.
Mm-hmm.
So we just take the top part of our machine, and then we use our hanging bags.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And that's what she's referring to when she says that your supplies they will ship your hanging bags
mm-hmm,
because they are heavy, so that wouldn't be something that you would even want to carry in the car. You would just it's much easier. I mean, you can if you have to,
mm-hmm,
but it's much easier to have them shipped to wherever
right,
your destination, whether it be a family member's house, a hotel,
mm-hmm,
whatever the case may be. You have them ship that there, and then the rest of your stuff you just pack along with your clothing or your machine. As far as
mm-hmm.
needles and gauze and alcohol pads and stuff of that nature. But the hanging bags, that stuff goes. And then another key part as far as with the luggage, when a lot of people was asking about the airport. So when you check it in, just like you do any other normal bag, but the
Mm-hmm.
thing is, you let them know that it's medical equipment, and then so they definitely handle it with care.
They label it.
They label it, and so that's what you do. You just let them
Yep.
know that it's medical equipment,
Mm-hmm.
and so and that's it, man. I
So you can
mean,
still travel.
you
You
can
can go
still travel.
anywhere in the world
Yes, you can go
and
anywhere.
not miss a day of your treatment. So if you're gonna go, say if you're going somewhere for like maybe 2 nights, um, you can get away with not doing your treatment 2 nights. Make sure that you do all of your 5 days. Don't miss a treatment. You don't want to get somewhere and not feel well, but it is possible to go 2 days without your run, making sure that when you return that you get that treatment done so that you won't have so much fluid built up.
Right.
So like if we wanted to go somewhere and be gone just for 2 nights, Milton Kim missed his treatment. I don't even recommend going over the 2 days. He doesn't like to go over 2 days either because he does not feel well.
Yeah, you can't go over
Does
2 days.
not feel well. But you would be surprised how many people go past that 2 days and then they pay for it later. So you make sure if you're gonna go somewhere for a couple of nights, it's okay as long as you get back and you hit your treatment as soon as you return.
That's one of the things that we do. Yeah, if I was to leave on a Saturday, I'll run Monday through Friday. We'll leave Saturday morning. When we get back Sunday night or Monday morning, I would run as soon as I get back.
Right.
So that's definitely a way that you can do it, because naturally I like to do 2 days on, a day off, or I may go 3 days on, a day off. I always try to take a day off in between 2 to 3 days. I never really try to take 2 days off unless we are planning something for a weekend or something like that. So, because I just like the feeling. I like being able to, you know, continue to clean myself, get them toxins out, clean my blood, and I just feel better when I run more often like that, and not taking 2 days off unless, like I said, unless we plan something for a weekend or something. And then when you do that, make sure you really watch your fluid intake for those 2 days, because when we're constantly and frequently running like we do, um, you don't have to watch your fluid intake as often as you would do when you're taking those 2 days off. So make sure if you do decide to do the 2 days a weekend or something like that, you have to be careful with your fluid intake because you don't want to feel bad while you're away. Right. So I really watch that when I do something like that. But other than that, you can do it.
You travel anywhere, huh, baby?
Yeah, you can still have a life. I mean, for me, home dialysis is what I'm stuck with, for the rest of my life because of some other issues and other things that has happened physically and health wise. So I have to, really rely on dialysis to keep me living, and so it's just. But being on home dialysis, it has given me a second breath of fresh air. I'm able to do things that I couldn't do when I was in center. I'm able to travel. I'm able to go to some of our grandkids' events. I'm just able to do a whole lot of different things now that I couldn't do when I was in center. And not to knock in center. I always tell them that when I'm doing my patient advocate stuff. They took good care of us, but when you're in center, you have to take off so much fluid because they only get to see you every other day, and so they have to take off all that fluid, and then in turn, that's what makes you feel really bad, and it drains you, and you lose appetite, all these different things, it's and that machine is so powerful, it has to run really fast because they have to take off so much. It's really hard on your heart. And so home dialysis, the machine is really slow. Um, it's set up so that a lay person could use it. So anyone can really learn how to use it. You just have to go through the training and learn everything. And like I said, it gave me my life back a little bit. Like I said, I'm able to do stuff, and travel is one of the things that me and my wife really likes to do, even if it's just to get out and drive and just go somewhere for a day or two. It's just stuff we have always done, so it's giving us that back, and we love it. We love it.
Yes, we do.
So that's it.
That's good. You know about your machine, don't you, buddy?
Yeah.
That's great, and you should. I'm glad that he knows this machine like that because it's his lifeline. It's his machine. I'm glad he has authority over what keeps him here, and he's very comfortable with his machine. I'm his caretaker, or he calls me his. What do you call me?
Techie.
His techie, child, whatever it is. He calls me his techie So I do help him with the taping and pulling of the needles, and he inserts his own needles. He does all that by himself. I just help him with the tape. He works at one hand, baby, and he hooks everything up. He is in such control of his lifeline, and I'm so happy that he is. He's very comfortable with it. He's not afraid to travel anymore because he knows his machine. And I mean, that's a great thing. All of you that are at home, I encourage you to get comfortable with your machine because you can still have a great full life
Yes.
on dialysis.
Yes. And on that note, I think we should end because that was a great point. And that's what we that was the message that we wanted to get across is that you can still have a great life even on dialysis. It alters some things, but you can still have a life.
That's right.
And so over here we continue. We choose to live. I choose to live. So I continue to try to do the things that that's good for us,
Right.
and that makes us happy. So, but thank you all for always tuning in. We sorry that it took so long to get a video out.
Like, share, and subscribe.
There you go. Yep. Like, share, and subscribe. Please tell someone, especially someone that's dealing with any type of kidney issue.
That's right.
Transplant, because we've dealt with that. Home dialysis. Of course, like I said, transplant because my wife at one point in time she was a donor of mine, and I was I was a recipient. I was a recipient, and so we can talk to you guys from that perspective as well. So please feel free to let anyone know that is dealing with these issues, transplant, dialysis, all that stuff, and even in center because I was in center for a while.
Live your life,
yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Live your life. Don't let this stop you.
Yep.
Keep going, travel, do what you want to do, but make sure you handle your business so that you can do all those great things like travel and do overnight stays and stuff like that. You don't have to be confined to your home because you're on dialysis. Do what you need to do so that you can get to where you want to go, okay?
Yes. Amen. All right. Thank you all. We thank you all for tuning in. We love you all with the love of the Lord. And we will be back, all right?
Bye.
God bless. God bless.